And if you want to continue in your foolishness, that's it. We gave you warning. Give me Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Ezekiel 3, verse 17. We don't give a damn who you send up here. So this is a time when the so-called blacks, Hispanics, our forefathers, who are the Israelites, were returning back to their homeland. And they understood that they had to build back their homeland from scratch. Because when we deal with these other nations, when we allow these other nations to be involved in our affairs, they only destroy things.
Right.
They only make us worse off as a people. And so when they came back to their homeland to build back their nation, to build back the temple to their God, what were the thoughts of these people? Read verse 3.
Verse 3, but Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them.
So these were the words that our forefathers said to these nations that wanted to build, that wanted to frame association with us. Read.
You have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our God.
These men, our forefathers, they said, you have nothing to do with us. Arabs have nothing to do with the building of our nation. White people have nothing to do with the building of our nation.
Right.
We can do that together. We can do that by dealing righteously with one another. Understand, my brothers right here. Understand we have to deal with each other with righteousness. Deal with each other with a sense of kindness amongst each other. Because we are a hated people. Give me Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Understand, blacks, Hispanics, and natives, and the sound of my voice. This is what we ought to be doing as a people. Read.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
We as a people ought to be gathering together. We ought to be coming together, not dividing ourselves, not setting ourselves apart by who run this block and who run that block, by what color one brother wears and what color the other brother wears. We're out here killing each other in the streets because of that, because of small beefs like that. But we ought to be coming together. Why? Read that verse again.
Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
O nation not desired. In the midst of us having street beefs, gang warfare across our neighborhoods.
Bring it out.
In the midst of us hating one another, wearing different colors, saying, I'm with this group, I'm with that group, and wanting to kill one another based on what we do.
Right.
These other nations are looking at us. These other nations understand that they despise us. They understand when you're looking at your brother with hatred, they say mission accomplished.
Teach, huh? Right.
Understand, when y'all fighting out here in these streets, these people, the people who run these stores, on this side of Wittenwood, on this side of Witten Terrace, and on the other side, these are the same people running these stores.
Right.
They're taking advantage of you when you can't have order and discipline amongst one another.
Right.
Read that again.
Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
So while you're fussing and fighting with one another, you are not desired by any other nation. You are alienating yourselves down to the smallest fraction. You are left few in number. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 27. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 27.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 27. And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen, whither the Lord shall lead you.
And so you are left few in number, few enough, so that these people can take advantage of you. The so-called Arab man is taking advantage of your low income so that you can't drive far enough to actually get to a supermarket that can actually give you some quality food.
Right.
This is the condition of our people because we have fallen away from what the Most High God called us to do.
Teach, Hawk.
Read on.
And there ye shall serve gods, the work of men's hands, wood and stone, which neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell.
And so you have 2 or 3 different churches in this entire community, but our people have not learned unity. 2 or 3 churches in our community, but our people do not learn to not hate one another.
Bring it out.
This is the condition of our people. We are serving other gods. That's what that is. Read.
But if from whence thou shalt seek the Lord thy God.
But if you consider in this time, if you understand, man, I don't want to keep hating my brother. Man, I don't want to hear about another brother getting shot dead in the streets.
Teach.
I don't want to hear about another brother being shot dead for some foolishness. If your mind is like that, you should seek the Lord. Read.
Thou shalt find him if thou seek him with all thy heart and with all thy soul, when thou art in tribulation.
You are surely in tribulation today, so-called black man. You are truly in tribulation today, so-called black woman. Our families are destroyed. Our communities are not working. It is because we have fallen away from the commandments that God gave to us as a people.
Right.
And so we don't listen as a people. We don't listen to what righteousness is. We'd rather take the flyer, the information that is given, and roll up some weed. We'd rather take some information and use it to continue in our foolishness. That's not what we ought to be doing. Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Bring it out.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
Listen up, so-called black man, so-called Hispanic man, so-called black woman. Understand, you are the temple of the living God. The Lord's Spirit lives in you. Read on.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you. If any man defile the temple of God.
If any man or woman want to defile the temple, want to destroy their own body by smoking up weed, want to destroy their own body by putting all different types of drugs, illicit drugs in them. You want to smoke Black and Miles all day. These things are destroying you. You hate your own self. You hate your own self. Read that on.
Him shall God destroy.
And we don't give a damn what opinion you have. God's going to destroy you.
That's right.
We out here bringing out what the Word of God says. We're here to show you that you are destroying yourself. We're here to show you that you ought to be keeping God's laws. You ought to be keeping righteousness,
That's right.
as the scriptures say.
Bring it out.
And if you want to continue in your foolishness, that's it. We gave you warning. Give me Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17.
Bring it out.
Ezekiel 3, verse 17. We don't give a damn who you send up here.
Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman
what you see in front of you, these men in purple are the watchmen for the whole nation of God.
That's right.
We're here to show you that you are in sin. We're here to show you the righteous ways that you should walk in. Read.
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
We are to give you warning. That is the commandment that was given from God. We are to give you warning. To not destroy yourself with smoke. To not destroy yourselves by one of these other nations to actually lift you up economically. Read.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die.
When it is said you shouldn't smoke cigarettes, when you shouldn't smoke weed because it defiles your temple, that's warning. When God says unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die from lung cancer, from all different types of emphysema, all different types of diseases, read.
And thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life.
So if we were to see you destroying yourself, sister, and not say a damn thing, that means that we don't care about you. To not defile your temple, you're going to destroy yourself. Read.
The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
So if you keep smoking that cigarette and you destroyed yourself and we didn't say nothing about it, we would have been destroyed with you. You can keep on destroying yourself if you want to.
Bring it
You
out!
can keep on doing this foolishness if you want to. We gave you warning, and that's all that matters. Read on.
Yes, if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul.
So we gave you warning. So that's the only thing we worried about. We told you. We told you. We told you. And so if you die in your sin, it's not on us.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word, his word, his word.